Yes, we are live. Let me just quickly add the link to the community, the free community, the challenge that has just been set live. Let me just add it to the comment section and let's pin this comment. So just in case you don't know what this is about and you're watching this in a future date, let me tell you, I basically launched a 1 month sculpting challenge, which is this school community over here that you can join absolutely for free. And what you will learn inside, this is what you will learn. Okay, so this is the promise of this course. If you follow this the way that I tell you, you can go from here to here within a month. Okay, and it has happened before. I've seen other students get this result, and so can you. So I just realized that the previous health sculpting course was maybe a bit too noisy, a bit too distracting. It had maybe more information than required, but whatever. I've just structured it. Instead of making a chapter like head, skull, whatever, I've just divided everything into a simple syllabus that you can follow. So you have a syllabus for week 1, you have a syllabus for week 2, you have a syllabus for week 3, and you have a syllabus for week 4. And if you follow everything correctly, this will be your result at the end of the challenge. Simple as that. But yeah, disclaimer, if you do not follow the instructions, if you fool around, if you skip videos, if you're still a Jerry, it will not help you. So yeah, while I made this announcement, let's just sculpt this head in the meanwhile, though I'm pretty sure the members who were interested, so there was a lot of hype around this challenge, they're going to dive into the challenge. And I don't want you to be watching this stream because the course is live. Go just do that. But for others, if you've already done the course, it was my best selling course before, which I just made free. So if you've already watched the course, whatever, maybe you want to ask some questions, that is why I'm just streaming this. Also, I just believe that streaming is the easiest way to make an announcement, and also it's a bit more interactive. So if anyone has any questions, if anyone has any queries, it's much easier to answer on a stream. But yeah, it's really simple. There's really not something complicated. It's super simple. All the instructions are inside the course. You just need to follow through. That is it. And if you do it well enough, you will get results. Other people have got results. I've showed results in my other videos. Yeah, they're all from this course, which is now absolutely free, and it is more focused. Sculpting. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? By the way, guys, do pardon me for not uploading a lot of content. It was a really hectic week for me this week. And yeah, I was busy with setting up the challenge, but with that out of the way and my family obligations and guests out of the way, I just have much more time in my hand now. Also, it's just much more easier for me when I have something for free to say, yeah, if you want results, just go watch the course. It's free. I can make tutorials easily demonstrating one specific area anyone would be having trouble with, and for the rest I can just refer them to the course, because I mean, bro, it's usually just the same things on repeat, and instead of repeating, I can just say, hey, yeah, just go watch the course. You want results, go watch the course. Or you're struggling with this, just go watch the course. It's much more easier, it's much more natural to do that. Hi, bro. Hey, Mickey, what's up, man? I did your skull recently and I liked it. Oh, you're talking about the tutorial? If you're talking about the tutorial, then go watch this course. You're gonna love this even more. Yeah, I will teach you how to sculpt a face in 1 month. Well, I mean, by the way, skull was something that I really, really struggled with. I don't know for whatever reason, it was just something hard to get my head around. Well, I have my head around my skull naturally, but you get the point. And it was a bad joke. I get the point as well. But I cannot help it. I love silly jokes. Yeah, I just love silly jokes. Silly jokes are the best. Your sculpting technique is very helpful. Yeah, thanks, man. I definitely try that. How to sculpt face. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm sure you're gonna love it. About my sculpting technique, I just made a like an oath to myself, and it's the only reason I make content in the first place. That is because I struggled to learn at sculpting. I struggled to make characters for the longest time, although this was what I was passionate about. Just because I did not have proper guidance, I did not have good expectations, I had a weak mindset, I was a cherry. I delayed this for years, 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 and years. I was doing product renders instead. I was freelancing on Upwork instead. I was making low poly cute assets instead. Basically, I was doing everything else other than making characters. So I don't want that for anyone else. So I just literally, my philosophy for making content, for making tutorials is to help younger me. I just think of me 5 years ago and I think, oh, what was this piece of shit struggling with? Let me help him. And that is the content that I make. Yeah, everything I do is just an effort to help a younger me. Every course I bought, the things that I wish, oh, bro, I wish they had covered this inside the course. I do it in my courses. Everything I feel like my favorite instructors fail to do, I just try to do that. Yeah, I just try keeping things as beginner friendly. I try to cut down all the fluff, like name of the bones, name of the muscles. You don't need that knowledge, bro. You are an artist, you're not a doctor. Yeah, I want to make anatomy, sculpting, characters easier for artists. We're artists, we're not doctors. Yeah, I think his face shape looks okay. Let's dive in deeper, add a bit more geometry. Very beginner mistake that I used to make is I used to sculpt first and then look at the reference, which is like, why? So your reference is the answer sheet. You want to look at your reference first and then make a conscious move, a conscious stroke on your sculpture. Otherwise, you will make mistake, bro. Imagine you're sitting for an exam and you have the answer sheet in front of you. But you're like, nah, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I'm gonna answer the questions first. Then I'm gonna look if I answered correct or not. You have the answer sheet. Just look at the answer sheet, man. Also, I don't know why it was such a cool thing. It was such a flex back when I was still in university. Like my classmates, people around me would be. It would be such a flex, bro. Oh yeah, you know I sculpted this from imagination. I didn't use a reference for this. Like, why? Why didn't you use the reference? You're not fooling anyone else, bro. Yeah, myself included. I thought it's cool to sculpt without a reference. I wish I had known better back then. So if you ever hear anyone say, "Hey, I sculpted this without a reference," try sculpting without a reference. This is what you do. You look at them. You're like, bam! Shut up, Jerry. I'm gonna use a reference. There's no shame in using a reference. Da Vinci used reference when he was painting Mona Lisa. So what's stopping you? Hi, hello, Nikolai. What's up, my man? How's your weekend going? Save this wherever. We'll figure it out later. By the way, has anyone tried the new Blender 4.5 update? Heard that they allow a lot more polygons now. Yeah, my approach towards updating Blender is just sitting back and waiting for others to suffer. So I'm like, oh, this creator made a video. He doesn't like this feature. All right, let him suffer. Yeah, you don't have to try it on your own, bro. Let the other creators do it for you. And if you think it's worth upgrading, go for it. If you see them suffering, don't update. Yeah, to be honest, most times you don't have to update. There's really nothing that major, that big that you need to update it right now. Also, I just like waiting for the LTS versions to come out. So a lot of people are like, hey, why don't you try Blender 4.3? They changed the UI. That is why. That is why. I mean, I don't like the new UI, bro. But if they release, I think, yeah, they have released the 4.5 LTS version. So I might be updating it. But I'll wait and watch and see. If other people are having a good time, I'll be like, okay, I want to have a good time as well. But if others are suffering, let them suffer. You don't have to find out on your own. Yeah, I'm just trying to see his eyes. Or maybe we can just cut the ear first. Walker Placy, hello. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? Any Discord links? Yeah, but I mean, Discord is not really that active. What I use more is School. So if you want looking for a community, then just join this platform. You can access here, make a post, send me a message. You have a classroom section. You can watch this course. Yeah, it's a better community than Discord. Discord, I don't really use it that much. The most I do in my Discord community is just make an announcement. Hey, I'm gonna be live. Though I'm more active. Cool. Tip, 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 bottom of the lip, halfway here, a bit up would be the middle. Oops. Do you stream daily? Nope. I try streaming once a week. So mostly it's on Fridays, but sometimes I just feel like streaming a lot. So I stream twice or thrice a week as well. But once a week, I do stream, mostly on Fridays. Otherwise, it could be two streams in the same day or three streams on a weekend. Yeah, mostly it's just on Fridays. 4.5 LT syllabus. What do you think? You try or not? Yeah, I already answered that, but it's just that I wait for others to try and just decide if it's worth upgrading or not. I mean, I don't like updating and then finding out, oh, how's this setting? What's this setting? Oh, there's a bug here. I just wait for other creators to try it out, let them suffer, let them share their reviews, and if it's worth upgrading, then I'll upgrade. Otherwise, I won't. Unless there's like a feature that I really need. But yeah, other than that, I don't really update Blender that often. I've just updated to 4.3 LTS when that came out. Before that, I was using 3.3 for the longest of time. Yeah, I mean, I just wait for others to try it out. I might upgrade to this one because it's the LTS version, but there's no hurry to do that. There's no rush to do that. LTS versions are good because LTS basically stands for lifetime support or service, or I don't remember correctly. But it is the tried and tested version that you can use for long term without really worrying about the bugs and everything. So yeah, I mean, if you do want to upgrade, try waiting for the LTS versions. Otherwise, you might find some glitch here, some glitch there. Stuff can happen. I am struggling with full body sculpts. Any tips? Practice more full body sculpts. That is it, bro. Deliberate practice. If you need a resource, I have a course on that. But this is not. Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that if you have a resource already, then just follow your resource the best that you can. If you're already watching a course, then just follow what the instructor is doing. Practice deliberately. Figure out what is the area that you are struggling with. You said you're struggling with full body sculpts. What is it that you're struggling with? Do you feel your head is a bit too big and your body is a bit too small? Then you're struggling with proportions. Practice proportions deliberately. If you struggle with making the torso, then practice the torso deliberately. This is really the best advice that I can give you. Oftentimes we avoid things that we know we should be doing just because it's a bit uncomfortable. Don't let discomfort drag you astray. You know the answer, what you are struggling with, practice that deliberately. And yeah, most times, almost every time, it is the uncomfortable stuff that we are avoiding, which is practicing deliberately. I know it's boring. I know it's a pain in the ass, but that is what is going to get you results. The sooner you do that, the sooner you're going to get results. The more you delay that, the more you're going to delay your own results. Taurus sculpting. I'm always struggling how I can do. I think you mean torso. Yeah, for torso, practice torsos. One tutorial. I'm not sure if there's a good tutorial out there, but there are some good courses. I mean, just invest. You need to hear that I am a procrastinator. There you have it, bro. I mean, this is something that I don't really like in the art community, is that most creators, they're going to talk about, hey, try this technique, try that technique, try Pomodoro, whatever. But bro, I mean, the main thing is your mindset. The main thing is that you're just avoiding things that you know are uncomfortable, and it's sad how no one talks about it. I believe that we have enough tutorial, we have enough courses. We need more mind nourishment. We need more mindset training. Because really, a winner and a loser, they both have the same goals. A bad artist and a good artist, they both have the same goals. They both want to be artists. But what separates a winner from the loser is his mindset. The artists that we look up to, the artists you are right now, both have the same goals. They want to be artists, we want to be artists. But the reason that they're doing well and we are not is because of the difference in our systems, the difference in our mindset, the difference in our habits. Yeah. I mean, it's so bad to say this. It's so weird that as an artist, the only thing you have to do is practice, and practice is what we struggle with. Like, come on, bro. This is your job, bro. You just have to practice. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. That a God of War Kratos reference. I don't think this is Kratos actually, but it was just a reference I found on Pinterest. Maybe it is inspired from Kratos, but it's not really Kratos. I mean, the biggest giveaway of Kratos is his red tattoo, or I'm not sure what that is. It is a tattoo. I'm not sure what was it. What's the story behind? He lost his son or something, and then he was covered in dust as a curse. I think this is inspired from it, but this is not Kratos. This is a reference I picked up from Pinterest, which I believe is a very good resource when you're looking for references or inspiration. I don't know why a lot of artists don't really like Pinterest, but personally, I love Pinterest. Even though a lot of the art on Pinterest is AI, but what difference does it make? Good reference is a good reference. Damn, I think I didn't leave any space for the fat. Or I think we still can get by. Let's try. I just made a new account for school. I will try following along this. Yeah, good plan. And yeah, even inside my course, I talk about mindset. I mean, this is something you may not have seen in any other course, like instructor is talking about mindset. I talk about mindset inside the course because I believe this is the pillar stone. This is, if you don't have a good mindset, you can never be a good artist. You can never learn, you can never practice, you can never follow a course. If you have bad expectations, if you jump around videos, if you just watch the course and think you'll improve, it's not going to help you. So the first video that we have inside this course is literally the mindset. And also over here, let me just quickly walk through this. So basically, I will show you there are rules to following this course. Let me actually open up the slide. Maybe that's a better way. Rules. Let's open up the rules. Yeah, this is literally the results that people have gotten with this course before. Results in 30 days, results in 14 days. This only happens if you have a good mindset. And yeah, there are just 3 rules to this course, to this challenge. One is that you need to set a time to sculpt every day. If you come here and you tell me that you don't have an hour to practice, bro, go to your phone, pick up your phone, go to your settings, go to your screen time, and just see where are you spending your hours. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. Everyone has the same amount of time. Why is it that other people can squeeze out 1 hour to practice and you can't? You have to be accountable. You have to be honest with yourself. The second rule is just don't be a jerry. The third rule is that we have a community. So inside a community, you should post your work. You should share your work. That keeps you accountable. This inspires others to do as well. So that is how important I believe mindset is. Mindset is everything. If you don't have a good mindset, you're never gonna make it as an artist. You're never gonna sculpt the characters that you like. You're never gonna get to the point of the artist that you look up to. It's all about your mindset. It's mindset first, tutorial course second. Really. A bad mindset and the best course is still gonna be a loser. I'm back. I had to go AFK. No worries, man. Yeah, my weekend's going great so far. How about you? My weekend is going great as well. It's a bit... Finally, I did post, made the free community live. And yeah, I'm excited to see people get results. This was a really busy week for me. Yeah, things are a bit more calm now. And it is time for me to get back on track with things, with content, with the stylized course. But it's life, shit happens. Stuff happens. My request is pending. Oh yes, I do have a requesting system. That is because I try to filter off people. I don't want non-serious people to be inside the community. I mean, bro, this this is why I do not accept people. Like, there's a proper question. Why should we accept you? And what do you plan to learn or achieve here? I mean, there was this one that said just because. I was like, yeah, sure. Let me decline you because. Okay, I'm in a good mood today. Let me just approve these. Which this is also just a warning for the future ones. If you answer vaguely, I will not take you seriously. And I did remove a lot of members. So we were really around 200 plus members. I removed half of the community because they were inactive. There's no point being in a community if you want to be inactive, if you want to be idle. What do you think? Should we let in non-active people? Should we just let in anyone who wants to join? Interested in some opinions here. That was me. Haha, thanks. No, I'm serious about this. I mean, bro, yeah, you did make a new account, you did sign up, so that does count for something. But usually it's hard to take someone seriously if they're not serious. I mean, I also just made this one really simple rule. I just found that I just try helping everyone, but now I've just made a simple rule for myself, and that is I will not care for you more than what you care for yourself. I mean, not saying this to you personally, but just speaking in general, that this is something that everyone should follow, that not care for anyone more than what they care for themselves. I used to have this, I don't know, savior syndrome. I just want to help, 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 help. But now I'm like, I don't care. If you don't want to be helped, I will not help. If you want to be helped, I will help you the best I can. Sculpting community for Jerry's, the Jerry School. Sculpting community, yeah. We should open up a second school just for Jerry's. All the non-serious members can just go there. Yeah, I wonder what Jerry's are going to talk about inside in their community. I mean, bro, when I was in university, it was such a flex to brag about, hey, I'm such a master procrastinator. Yeah, bro. Yesterday, I thought about sculpting. I thought about doing the assignment, but I decided on procrastinating. I was watching this season. I watched 50 episodes and said, oh, bro. I mean, you want to stay away from these kind of people. And it's true. The 5 people you spend most time with, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So if you hang around 5 junkies, you're gonna be the 6th junkie. If you hang around with 5 procrastinators, you are gonna be the 6th procrastinator. If you hang around 5 losers, you're gonna be the 6th loser. But if you hang around serious people, you hang around productive people, you're gonna be the 6th productive person. So yeah, we should really choose very carefully who we spend time with, who we hang around with, who are our friends. I'll be honest, I mean, this is something that I've told before, but let me just say this again, that this character, Jerry, that I describe in all of my videos, Jerry that I make fun of, it's me. Okay, it's me from 5 years ago. It was my bad habits. I used to brag about, yeah, hey, bro, I just watched 50 episodes of Naruto in a single day. Oh, yeah, I just completed this new Detroit game in 2 days, bro. I completed Witcher in a week. Just because my friends at that time They were like this. That is what I say. The people you spend most time with, you're gonna be the average of them. I cut off so many friends. I gave up bad companies, and yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The thing I realized is that whenever I played a game of Fortnite, or when I spent the whole night playing GTA, grinding on Call of Duty, working on the next prestige level, after I turn off that game, I still felt lonely. I still felt depressed. I still felt bad. I felt guilty. I was like, bro, what did I just do? I could have used this time in a much more better way. And it does feel quite empty after that. It's fun for the while. It's extremely pleasurable when you're doing it. But once you're done doing it, you see yourself. And the thing that I realized is that it's much better to be lonely by yourself than to be in a company of people. So if you hang around with people you know you shouldn't be hanging around with, you're not going to feel satisfied. You're not going to be happy. You're just trying to avoid something uncomfortable. You're just trying to avoid not feeling bad, not feeling guilty, not feeling depressed, not feeling like a piece of shit. You're just running away from that. But if you do ask yourself, what reason are you giving to be proud of yourself? What reason are you giving to love yourself? None. What reason are you giving to respect yourself? None. You're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. You're not doing the things that you know you have to do. You're just procrastinating. So why would you be proud of yourself? Why would you be happy? And yeah, this is why majority of people are just simply depressed, because they told, hey, just do what you feel like doing, bro. What you feel like doing is nothing, because you're a procrastinator. What you should be doing is not what you feel like doing, bro. It's uncomfortable. You don't feel like doing productive things, but that is what you have to do. You need to decide for yourself, what are the things that I'm supposed to do, and just do it. If it sucks, suck it up. I used to go at this job, which was like 9 to 6, but in actually it was 9 to 8 p.m. So I used to stay at the office till 8 p.m. And on a weekend I would just sleep in. When my boss called me on a weekend, I would show up at the office. I was like, yeah, hey boss, you called me on a Saturday. Here I am. What's the task that we're going to do? But when it was a Saturday and it wasn't the office and I had all the time in the world to work on my dreams, I just decided that I want to sleep in late. I used to watch movies. I used to play video games. I used to binge seasons. And then I just asked myself, like, bro, why is it that I'm fulfilling someone else's dream, but I'm not fulfilling my own dream? Why is it that when my boss calls me to a Saturday, I show up there, but when it's time to work on my goals, my dreams, I want to slack, I want to procrastinate? Who can I throw this blame on? No one else but me. So I just decided that, yeah, bro, I mean, if I can work hard for someone else, I'm going to work harder for myself. That is when I started waking up early. So the office was 9 p.m. I had to wake up at 7 p.m. so I could be ready by 8. It was an hour-long commute. I was like, if I can wake up at 7 a.m. for this dude, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. for myself, and I'm going to start learning Blender. It's literally in your own hands. You decide to procrastinate. You decide to be productive. And yeah, you decide to be depressed. When you don't do things that you're supposed to do, when you don't give a reason to respect yourself, when you don't give yourself a reason to love yourself, you will be depressed. Why are you surprised? What's so shocking about this that you're depressed? Of course you're going to be. But try being productive. Try doing things that you know are meaningful. And then come to me and say, hey, I feel depressed. You won't. Just joined, looking forward to learning. I would sign up for DaVinci School, but I haven't got my drawing screen and pen to work 100%. I was able to get about an hour in yesterday before it crashed. My daughter is excited as well. I was able to get Nomad Sculpt for her iPad. Hey man, that's exciting. So the course is live now, and you can go ahead and access it. Yeah, I mean, if your tools don't work, it does suck. And sculpting is meant to be done with a graphic tablet. I mean, it's the most natural way to do it, but people do it with a mouse as well. Though it's not something I would encourage you to do or anyone else to do. But if it's the only option you have, then don't let it be an excuse. Have a drawing screen and pen. Yeah, let's. I just hope that you get it working really soon. I'm excited to see what you will sculpt inside the community. Did I somehow mess the strength of this brush? Why does it feel really, really strong for some reason? Stroke, brush, cursor, fall off. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, it feels really, really harsh today. I'm using XP Pen 24 Pro. Nice. Bro, have you tried using these, what do you call these drawing tablets? Graphic tablets? Because I'm curious to know, is it worth upgrading to a drawing screen? Or is the experience better on a drawing screen than on a graphic tablet? I feel like I'm so used to a graphic tablet that a drawing screen may not make sense to me. Also, I just find that the angle when I see other artists drawing like this on a screen, it just feels a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, I want to know from someone who has tried this. By the way, I love how it's an activity you're gonna do with your daughter. A really, really good way to bond with your children, make art together. That's super, super cool. For me, it feels fine, at least for now. I have standing desks, so it helps. Oh, yeah. Standing desks are nice. I just feel that I would be much more productive standing up for some reason. I can just imagine it that if I was standing and working, I would be much more productive. Though I haven't tried it, but whenever I imagine having a standing desk, it's gonna be more productive. Also, recently I've been thinking of having a sitting down setup, so no chair, just sitting with my legs fold. I'm thinking of making a setup where I would just sit down and be on ground. Okay, I'll need to order a desk for that. I'm gonna see where can I find a desk which is designed that you can sit down on the ground. Though it's gonna be a pain to get up and sit down again and again if I have to get up for something. But yeah, I don't know why. I really want to try it out. I think it's gonna be super productive. Beautiful. Thanks, man. I'm gonna be quiet now and watch you draw. I don't mind if you wanna talk. I mean, best streams are the one where it's a bit active in the chat and I'm interacting with you guys. But if it's something that you want to do to focus on your stuff, by all means. Personally, I don't mind when it's a bit active in the chat. It's more fun to stream then. But yeah, there's always never any pressure. Just wanted to let you know in case you want to be quiet so I can focus. I don't mind it. For some weird reason, I feel that when I'm streaming, I sculpt better. Though it's the inverse of what I experienced initially when I started streaming. So when I started streaming, I was very conscious about, oh boy, I'm going to be streaming live. Everyone is going to be watching. I have to make the best sculpt. But now I don't really care. I mean, some days are good days, some days are bad days. So we are all artists. We all know this. And when I'm not fixated on making the best sculpt, in the process, I just make a better sculpt. I'm not nervous. I just feel much more relaxed. Yeah, the result doesn't matter. What matters is that I tried my best. I think we can just color this and then call this a day. By the way, those of you who joined in late and do not know what this stream is about, this stream is about this community that I just launched and the 1 month challenge course inside. If you've been struggling to learn to sculpt and don't know where to start, this is where you should be going. And if you come here, you'll find this 1 month challenge course, which is divided literally into a syllabus of the whole month. So you know exactly what you want to do for week 1, exactly the things you're going to do for week 2, exactly the things you're going to do for week 3 and week 4, and within a month you will have your first head sculpt that you will be proud of. That is this course. That is all this course is about. And yeah, of course you can get results sooner as well. I have students who did get results much sooner. So for example, we have Frank, who you can see got results in 14 days, just 2 weeks of starting this course, which is insane. And this can be your reality as well if you just follow this course the way that is instructed. So week 1, if you complete week 1 sooner, by all means just hop on to week 2. If you've gotten results here, by all means hop on to week 3. This is just a much more digestible way that I structured this. But if you're a bit faster paced, if you're a quick learner, if you're learning things quickly, then by all means go to the next week. But if you, let's say for any reason you do not get result on sculpting level 2, okay, there's something you struggle with, you struggle with the shape of the eye, watch the video again, practice along with me again, and once you get the result, then move to the next video. The reason that a lot of people, they don't get results is that they skip around, is that they jump around. They're like, oh yeah, my attempt sucks, so let me just watch level 3 and then I'll revisit this again. No, you won't revisit that again. Don't fool yourself. I know this from experience. I used to say to myself when I used to watch courses, I was like, yeah, let me just watch the whole course and then I'll revisit that course. And I've never revisited any course when I said that. So I just made this rule for myself that I will not move on to the next video unless I get result with this video. That is what you want to do. And yeah, the fastest way forward is literally taking it slow. So if you don't haste, if you don't jump around, you will get results much sooner. Because oftentimes we spend a lot of time looking for a shortcut, and that shortcut, it does not exist. Eventually we have to circle back to that same checkpoint. Yeah, it's painful. So just stop looking for shortcuts. That is the shortcut. The cheat is not cheating. If you want a shortcut, stop looking for shortcuts. That is the shortcut. So the course is basically a course on how to watch a course as well. And yeah, I'll be leaving really, really soon. So if there's anything you want to say, ask, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll just call this a day. Nice. Can you share this reference? Yeah, sure. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it on Pinterest again. Mm, bro, I can't find it for some reason. You can just take a screenshot. I'll wait 10 seconds for you to take a screenshot. Yeah, if I had the link, I would send it to you, but I just downloaded it. I'm not sure if looking for it simultaneously, but I cannot really find it. Oh, yeah, found it. Boom. Yeah. Let me just send you the link in the chat. Where is the chat? Here. Here you go, my friend. I didn't know you could sculpt in layout mode. I thought it had to be in sculpt mode. In new Blender, 48 days in layout mode. What do you mean by layout mode? You have to sculpt in sculpt mode. Oh, this you mean. Okay. Basically what this is these are just presets. So you don't have to be in a specific layout. These are all layouts basically. This is just the default one. So you don't need to be in a specific layout here or specific category to do something. So let's say you want to UV edit this. You can simply go here to the UV editor as well. Okay. Or let's say you're in 3D viewport, you're in layout mode. You don't have to go to sculpting mode to sculpt. What you can do is simply click here. Instead of object mode, press sculpt mode, and then you're in sculpt mode. So these are just simply presets. The UV editing is a preset. It already has the UV editor here. It has the 3D viewport here, but these are still customizable. So yeah, you don't necessarily need to be in sculpting. You're in layout mode. Over here, you can switch from object mode to sculpt mode. So yeah, these are just presets. And you can also customize these according to your own preferences. You can also make a custom layout. So this one is for shorts. So I have this layout for if I ever want to make a YouTube short, a short tutorial. This is just because so that I can easily drag this up, easily show you the modifier and drag this down all inside one window. If I was making a shot here, I need to be careful. Oh, this needs to be in the 9:16 ratio. I need to show the modifier in this section. Then I have to edit this to bring it here. It's a lot of mess, bro. So yeah, nothing in Blender is set in stone. So you can customize the layout however you like. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was painting the mask. The reason I'm painting a mask is so that if I have a mask, I can easily paint those skin tones in. Otherwise, it would be harder to paint something, remove it. Once I have a shape that I'm happy of, I can just fill this with color. Yeah, masking is your friend. I think there's a add-on now, Uku Paint or something, that allows you to paint in layers, which is really badass, which is something that I really wish Blender had. But with that add-on, I think we can do it. I haven't tried it yet, but it's definitely gonna be a banger. Oh boy. I think we can sharpen this mask before. Now I can paint in this color. Boom. Can't hear you. Hello. I think it's because I wasn't speaking. Can you hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. Am I audible? Hello. Sometimes OBS can be a bit glitchy as well, but OBS is free, so not a lot to complain here. Hello, 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 hello. Am I audible? Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks, man. Let's just paint the eyes and then we'll just call it a day. By the way, once again, if anyone's interested in learning to sculpt and is up for a challenge and wants to learn this in a month, there's a pinned comment here. There's a link in the description through which you can join the free community that has the free 1 month challenge course that will set you up to speed. So yeah, if anyone's interested, go ahead, check the link in the description and enjoy. Oh shit, I muted the stream by mistake. I wonder if it was the same thing for the other guy. Yeah, bro, maybe you muted your stream as well. Yeah, I forgot to paint the eyebrows. So let's just paint some really rough eyebrows. This is my second ID. Wait, Walker Plazy, that's your, was that your ID as well? Oh, got it. Makes sense. Maybe we should bring the eyebrows a bit closer. About here. No, let's just leave it like this. Let's turn on some shadows and we will call it a day. Let's just quickly see if we have any other questions or something before leaving. And then I'll just be getting ready to go to bed. I don't know why the draw brush is feeling a bit weird today for some reason. All right. Hello, what is the term and condition to join the course? No terms and conditions. It's open, but only to a bit serious members. There, you just sign up, you join, and I'll let you in. No terms and conditions. You just watch the course, get your result. If you want, you can upgrade to the paid version. This is just for more serious artists. So over here, I have a lot more sculpting courses on anatomy, female anatomy, baking. Now I'm working on this stylized course. Also, this is the community for more serious artists. So everyone here is going to be much more serious because they choose to invest in themselves. And anyone who is invests in themselves is serious. We also have weekly calls over here. So every week we have a call, like we're going to have a call tomorrow on Saturday. And yeah, we just talk about stuff. We just talk about anything if anyone is struggling with, and if anyone wants some feedback or anything. Yeah, this is just a bit more focused community. This one is just to get you started, because I just believe that sculpting shouldn't be hard. Learning to sculpt, it shouldn't be hard. And yeah, this is about nourishment. So I teach mindset here. I get you the result that you want in a month. And in the meanwhile, I also tune your mindset a bit. His face feels very soft compared to the reference. Yeah, I do agree, bro. It's also mainly because of the texture work here. So you can see that the textures here, they're much more painterly. They're much more abrupt. We can see hard edges in between. Whereas this one is just a smoothed out guy. Yeah, I mean, if we copy this texture work, which is going to take a lot of time, then we would have something similar. But I mean, this is the base. This is what you need. And everything else is going to build on top of this. Yeah. So yeah, there's no terms and conditions. If you want to join, just join. It's absolutely free. Yeah, that's it for the stream. I don't have anything else to say. And we don't have any other questions as well. So goodbye, guys. Take care. Have a great night. And I hope to see you inside. I really look forward to see the results of the people taking the challenge. So good luck. Here's a fist pump. Boom. Goodbye.